Fauci Says U.S. knee-deep in first virus wave. Hospital's ScrambleLegendary Beatles drummer Ringo Starr turned 80 on Tuesday, and has planned a virtual charity concert as a benefit. AP photo, Seth Wenig, across America, want to feel really old all of a sudden? Let this sink in for a moment. Ringo Starr turned 80 today. That's right, 80. He looks nowhere near his age, but the fact remains that the oldest member of the Beatles has a great-grandson who is 4 years old. Some of you may remember the young mop-tops who shook their heads singing "Woo" when they came to the US from England in 1964. Others will recall the long-haired Fab Four, which produced classic albums such as Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and Abbey Road. Not many will believe that in the first 5 years following the group's breakup in 1970, Ringo technically had the most successful solo career of the four Beatles on the Billboard charts. He scored 8 consecutive top 10 hits, including a pair of No. 1 singles in 1973, Photograph and You're 16. In lieu of his customary birthday celebration, Starr has arranged a virtual charity concert on YouTube called Ringo's Big Birthday Show. Among the guests are former bandmate Paul McCartney, Joe Walsh, Ben Harper, Sheryl Crow, Gary Clark Jr. and Sheila E. The concert is slated to begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and will benefit Black Lives Matter, the David Lynch Foundation, MusiCares and WaterAid. He has been inducted twice into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, with the Beatles in 1988 and on the basis of his solo career in 2015. He has released 20 solo albums, and since 1989, has toured with 13 different incarnations of his All-Starr Band. Connecticut, in particular the Mohegan Sun Arena, has been a frequent stop for Ringo and his ever-changing bandmates. I have reviewed many shows at the arena over the past 2 decades, from Van Halen to Kenny Rogers to Earth, Wind and Fire, but in 2003, I had the pleasure of taking in Ringo's traveling troupe for the first time, and from primo seats, second row center. An all-star band show is like no other. Each of the musicians is an established performer in their own right, and the hits they produced in their prime are a huge part of the production. Among the dozens of band members over the years have been Joe Walsh, Clarence Clemons, Dr. John, Bonnie Raitt, Peter Frampton, Stevie Nicks, Todd Rundgren, Edgar Winter and Rick Derringer. In 2003, Ringo's band included Colin Hay, Men at Work, Paul Carrack, Ace, Squeeze, John Waite, The Babies, percussionist Sheila E. and longtime associate Mark Rivera. Each had their share of time in the spotlight, with Ringo opening with his first big solo hit, It Don't Come Easy.